Have you been on a search for your next story adventure game? Well, today we're going to be taking a look at Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, which was released back on November 1st of 2023 for Nintendo Switch and PC. And today we're going to be deciding whether it's going to be worth your time and worth your money. Hi, I'm LochVaness, your one-stop shop for all things cozy gaming, and today we're going to be taking a dive into an in-depth review of Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story. Before we get started, please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already if you want to see some more cozy game reviews. Now, if you're a fan of League of Legends or you love a really good story, Song of Nunu might be the game for you. It's not your typical League experience, it's all about the narrative. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story is a single-player story adventure developed by Tequila Works. You dive headfirst into an immersive narrative set in the undiscovered reaches of the Freljord, where every snowy step brings you closer to the truth about Nunu and Willump's past. You play as Nunu, a young boy searching for his mother with help of his best friend Willump. United by their endless imagination and shared love of snowball fights, the two will have to work together to navigate the Freljord, saving it and each other from the dangers that lies within. You hike, climb, and sled your way across the Freljord, a frozen-bitten land full of harsh blizzards, ferocious wolves, and enchantment. Use your head to progress through the frozen landscape and uncover what secrets lie hidden beneath the ice. Meet the powerful League of Legends champions of the Freljord, including Braum, Ornn, Volibear, and Lissandra, whose twisted magic threatens to bury the world in dark ice. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, introduces a blend of exploration, puzzle solving, and emotional storytelling. First off, if you're a fan of platforming or you like puzzles, this game has the sweet spot. It's pretty linear, which might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it works because it keeps the game's story focused. I mean, after all, it is a League of Legends story. Now let's talk about the heart of the game. Relationship between Willump and Nunu. Seriously, the devs nailed this one. Willump is not just a sidekick. Your gaming buddy, a partner in snowball fights, and your puzzle-solving companion you never knew you needed. I can't help but appreciate how beautifully they showcased their friendship in this game. There's this one part in the very beginning of the game where Willump just straight bamboozles me. It's moments like these that make the game stand out. As for the puzzles, they're not mind-bendingly hard, but they're fun. You did get stuck a couple of times, but it didn't take away from the overall experience. Puzzles involve using your flute and switching between characters, especially playing as Willump, which adds a cool twist. Addition of quick time events sprinkled throughout the game kept me on my toes, providing an engaging layer of challenge without feeling overwhelmed. For controls, they managed to keep this experience. It makes getting around pretty easy despite small things like the camera work that kind of messed with my head. There were times where I could barely see the objective I needed to hit or wherever to jump next. There were moments where the camera movement just felt very awkward, and I was a little nervous when I first started playing that I was gonna get motion sickness, and I ended up getting kind of used to how the camera worked. Additionally, during the combat, I noticed that when it came to facing enemies, their difficulty level wasn't too challenging. If you just observe their patterns, it made it easy to anticipate their next move. However, during combat, I noticed that my character's movement felt kind of sluggish and not responsive. Nevertheless, the learning curve in the game is gentle enough that I got the hang of things pretty quickly. Speaking of learning curve, the game nailed this. They've struck a perfect balance between gradually introducing mechanics so players can ease into the controls, the tutorials and guidance at the beginning, make sure that you're not overwhelmed and can jump into the adventure right away. Now let's talk about depth and variety. While Song of Nunu might not throw a ton of traditional gameplay variety at you, it compensates with a depth of emotional and narrative experiences. Each environment you explore has its unique atmosphere, and the storytelling is top-notch. It's not just about the gameplay, it's about the journey and the heartfelt tales that unfold. As for progression and rewards, all tied to the narrative, the sense of accomplishment comes from advancing in the story and peeling back the layers of these characters. Sure, there might not be your typical rewards or upgrades, but the emotional resonance is powerful enough to make every step of the journey feel genuinely rewarding. Visually, Song of Nunu is a masterpiece. When I first got into the game, I was taken back a bit because I just couldn't get over how vibrant and beautiful this world they created was. I was playing on PC at the settings. The vibrant and beautiful wintry landscapes showcased in the game were so colorful and fun and truly contributing to its charm. While it's not a super hyper-realistic game, what steals the show is the attention to detail that they had in all of these areas. Now let's talk about the music in this game. It was an absolute delight. The title isn't Song of Nunu for nothing. The music truly plays a crucial role in the game's atmosphere atmosphere, perfectly crafted to immerse you into the game. Audio and games truly completes the experience, making every moment matter. It adds a layer of interactivity that I loved seeing in this game. And the voice acting, it's like a fresh breath air. I get it. Reading through dialogue in some games can be exhausting, especially if there's a lot of it, but having these expressive voices bring the characters to life and adds an extra layer of immersion. It's a refreshing take that keeps the storytelling dynamic and engaging. Kudos to the developers for hitting this one on the nail. Nunu's and Willump's relationship was so well written. I truly felt that I was getting the ins and out of their relationship. This friendship here is one that I probably will never forget. In terms of replayability, Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, doesn't really offer much replay value. The primary focus is very narrative driven, but I do see myself wanting to go back and discover things that I might have missed, like the murals or the little creatures that you have to collect in the game. Something I would love to be able to do in Song of Nunu is potentially do co-op. I feel like you would be able to grab your best duo partner and both of you just explore Willump and Nunu's relationship together. And now for the big and final question, is Song of Nunu going to be worth your time and worth your money? Without a doubt, yes. My overall ranking for this game is a 9.5. I encourage you to share your thoughts about Song of Nunu in the comments below. So if you're a fan of compelling stories, charming characters, and a little touch of League magic, this one is a must play. And also be on the lookout for Band of Tales, another League of Legends story, which is coming soon. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I was able to help a little bit on whether you should try Song of Nunu or not. And yeah, until next time, so happy gaming.